to this point, but that was signing Larry Sanders for that huge money. That put him in a little bit of a bind. Sanders is a defensive guy.
It's going to only get better at the offensive end. Derrick Rose setting up Pau Gasol with a pretty dive. 9-point game. Rise ball continues for the Pels.
Downtown Sacramento. Gasol back in and whipped it back out the repost. Gasol goes to work, turns, and scores.
Oh, nice move. Nice move. It has been a great game to watch. Gasol.
Man, he is something. A game, played about 35 minutes a game. Off balance shot by Gasol. Gets it back and hits.
Gasol's having a career year.
Rose, the crossover. Larkin does a good job. Rose can't finish. Noah doesn't either. Gasol gets it, leans in, and scores at the buzzer.
Scramble mode, you've got to find shooters and knock down those shots. They're very good, the Bulls are, if they're organized, but in scramble defense, you can find open shots.
Gasol finds himself an open shot in the corner on a well-designed play by the Bulls.
14 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 block shots. Gasol.
That's what makes him tough. He can make that shot.
58. Bulls with the lead in the ball. Gasol open again.
It's like he's in the gym by himself, just working on his jumper.
Team now, and he said, besides, it's good practice for after basketball. So that came up again there too, Kev.
All right, he's talking a lot about that. Here's Gasol with a beautiful fadeaway over Amir Johnson. I mean, we used to see that. Fell asleep.
Pacers Bulls tied at 14, just under 4 minutes to play first quarter.
Well, that's like letting
Being a Hall of Fame baseball player, but you know, he hurt us when we played him last year in Golden State. He was a guy that came in pick and roll situations and scored and also got guys wide open.
Would need help. I'd stay on Lopez.
Derrick to Pau. He fires from outside. That's good. But he says, you know what?
Guys love to do that. Any chance they get.
Brooks penetrates. Touch to Gasol. Gives it up, gets it back, sends it, scores it.
Job on Butler. He's 0 for 6. Averaging 20 a game coming in. It'll be Gasol.
We can make that
automatic. Yeah. Pau Gasol.
Deflection. Gasol knocks down a baseline jumper. Chicago opens up a 3-point lead.
And that whole 24-second clock down and knocking down that little fadeaway 15-footer. Here is Gasol, wide open. You know what's amazing about Tim Duncan?
And then their longest road trip of the season will commence. Gasol. Boy, that's an unbelievable shot. That's Nowitzki-esque.
What a beautiful bounce pass from Gasol, but Dunleavy was well covered. Now Gasol with a quick release. He's on fire. 12 points for Pau Gasol on 5 of 8 shooting. Dunleavy, Noah. Gasol has the hot hand, a 15-footer. Yeah, it's nothing but net.
Back to Gasol. Wide open. Yes, sir.
Good pass right there, Jimmy Butler.
Yes, Jimmy Butler.
Well, the turnovers have been a problem the last few weeks for the Bulls.
Pau rattles on down from the top of the key.
Well, that's what we call a trail jump shot right there. Last guy down just kind of filters into the top of the circle.
Well, he's always aware of where his teammates are. Gibson, nice work in the offensive glass. Returns the favor, and Gasol knocks it down.
Yeah, smart player, Mike, if you watch him. Never really tries to do anything that is out of his wheelhouse.
Offensive team in the NBA. Nowitzki with 22. Mavericks still just down by 6. Gasol's jump shot is good. 11 points, 16 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 block shots for Pau Gasol. They want to see him attack the glass. Adams against Gasol. Tough turnaround. Soft touch, though, for Pau Gasol, who at age 34, as you mentioned, Yubi, he's having one of the best seasons of his career.
By Noah, so Stuckey didn't have a clean look.
Now Rose in the air, finds Gasol and hits his second jump shot.
He shot the ball well from the three-point line last night.
There is Pau firing. Again, wow, is he off to a start?
Kind of
12 points.
Which left Marvin Williams wide open.
Gasol, open 15-footer.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel. If you're not going to guard him, this is going to be an all-night affair for Pau Gasol. Let's see the adjustment that Charlotte makes.
Back out to Pau. He has to run it down. And then he comes up to Julia, fires.
I'm riding Pau Gasol like the Kentucky Derby.
Was offline the whole way. Here's Pau, winds up again. Good again.
Like shooting fish in a barrel. That 15-foot jump shot.
Aaron, he flashes in, kicks it out. Pau raises up and scores.
Shooting fish in the barrel. That's automatic right there. That's a layup for Pau Gasol.
56-55. Fires in and out that time. Noah to Gasol. Quick shot.
Center pass right there. Joakim leading the break. A guy like that off the bench against other teams' reserves. This guy's a all-star caliber player still.
There's Pau, and he makes the jumper. Gasol.
17 first half points for LeBron James. Rose with the ball has 15. Gasol loves that elbow jumper.
But on the miss by Westbrook. 3-on-3. The trailer is Brooks. The open shooter Gasol.
That's just beautiful basketball. First of all, you start off with Midrange at 16, pushing the basketball.
Dunleavy trying to answer that short. The rebound tapped out. Butler has it. Gasol, 16-footer.
It's like a layup for Pau. I'll tell you what, I mean,
he didn't even look at the rim. He just, yeah, okay. Gasol. There you go, Pau. Gasol.
And Mark, from a coaching standpoint, as Gasol looks to go against Mozgov, how difficult it is, as Gasol hits, when you've got key rotation players in and out of the lineup to get your team in any kind of rhythm.
And the Sixers need to make a stand here. Gasol, a shot he can hit. He's done it many times throughout his 14-year NBA career.
After a good fake by Ellis. Gasol. There you go, Pau. Little two-man game with D. Rose top of all Gibson and Heinrich. Jimmy behind his back to Pau. He raises up over Bargnani and knocks it down.
Shooting fish in the barrel.
You know, with Butler. Weight of the shot clock, it's Gasol. Oh, big fella. Love it. Ah.
That's going to be open Canners a money man when he gets the ball 15 feet from the top of the key.
Jazz need to stop here. 53-41, down 12. Gasol.
He's just so talented.
On 1 foot, little kick.
There's Brooks. Gasol sets and fires.
That's a long closeout for Mr. Valanciunas.
It's the table nicely for the big guys.
Butler, a good fake. Here's Pau, wide open corner, pours it in again.
And the reason why Pau Gasol is going to get those shots is because Dwight Howard will not leave the paint to guard him.
Here comes Aaron again, weaving in. Pau fires, and he scores, so he answers right back.
Brother, a little late getting out there.
By Dunleavy. Derek on the move. Rose running along the baseline, nearly turned it over. Joe saved the day, and then Gasol unloads and scores.
Keep your eye on Smart and Rose.
They are running that pick and roll to perfection right now.
He's 9 for 14.
Out of the right corner, he's 7 for 9 on three-point shots this year.
2 minutes.
Here's Gasol for 2.
Tyler in his last 3 games was 4 for 22. He's 5 of 7 tonight. Gasol's kind of quietly taking this game over.
Gasol. Draymond moved his feet. Tough fade, turn around, hit it anyway.
3-point game. And Steve Kerr, smart timeout here.
From Green. Well, fast break. They get the ball. They attack. Shooters get to the corner. They know they're going to get shots.
Hey, I see you, solid. Hey, yo,
Gasol, open 17-footer swish. Joe looking, back to Pau. Gasol, the fadeaway is good.
I'll tell you what, let's have a big man that can put the...
Do what he wants. Brooks. Slowing the pace down, going half court. So they maybe put it on the floor, and then Gasol has to take it outside. Still makes it. But that was excellent defense by Draymond Green.
Controlled by Pau Gasol and the Bulls. Gasol averaging 18 points since joining Chicago. The Bucks double him, he scores anyway.
So the Bulls fell to the 4th seed. Toronto now number 3 as Gasol is able to connect again.
That's something that's going to be a theme tonight. Miami, not a great rebounding team.
Rebound of the first quarter.
Well, a lot of jump shots right now by the Knicks.
Yeah, I really haven't seen much of a semblance of Pau again, a semblance of a triangle.
Solve for Chicago. OKC have missed 8 of their first 9 shots as Pau Gasol connects.
Well, Pau is having a very strong year. Not only the 18 points, but the 12 rebounds where he's in the top 5 in that category.
Yeah, he's more of a, he can handle the ball.
Ben's probably a better shooter. There's Pau. He's picking up where he left off. If Jefferson's not going to close out quicker, that's going to be a layup for Pau Gasol.
A little healthier of late, according to his head coach, Tom Thibodeau. Battled the aftermath of knee surgery all year as Gasol, the all-star starter, gets it to drop.
The last 14-15 games, shot clock down to 8. Dunleavy in the corner. And Gasol has all 6 Chicago points.
And Draymond Green hurt him in the first half. Butler, a drive and a kick.
And there he goes.
25-22. Gasol. To be honest, but when they make them, they're going to give teams fits, and they've given the Bulls a fit. Now,
that's all night long. He's got 13 points here in the quarter. It's all night long right there.
It's 3 assists.
Big game. Vucevic.
There's Pau right back at it. Vucevic with 2 fouls. Gasol fires, scores again.
Pau says, anything you do, I can do better. Just a little bit. Got him off center and was able to put up that little 12, 15-foot jump shot.
Gasol open again.
They're going to have to make an adjustment. They're going to have to put Marquinhos.
Play better, it seems, when they get on the road because you don't have all the distractions at home with you. It's just the opposite.
Gasol buries the jumper.
Oh, no. 4 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Gasol over Mozgov. Able to hit a rainbow.
Against Chicago, you've got to take what they give you, and guys got to relocate and get great spacing on the floor to beat them.
Gasol.
That's a great St. John's players for legendary Chris Mullin, of course, Xaverian High School. There is Gasol, who has struggled from the field, knocked it down. Only 1 field goal in his last 35 minutes. He hit the early ones.
A personal issue that Luke is dealing with. And Willie Green is the first point guard off the bench behind Elfrid Payton in foul trouble with 2. A kiss off the glass by Pau Gasol.
Gasol. He's got that kind of range.
Looks. Hands to Tony. Gasol, corner. Nothing but net.
Again, good movement. Ball going from one side of the floor to the other, whether it be off dribble penetration. Very similar to the San Antonio Spurs with the way they play.
Gasol outside, and that's good. That's the easiest way on this team to get an assist is throw the ball to Pau. Rose whip back. Pau lines it up on the rim and bounced it in.
Pau might be more effective.
Dunleavy. Andrew Wiggins, who was one of the players that sparked the Wolves' comeback in the third quarter, back into the game. Shot clock down to 3, and Gasol will just very casually.
Morris now 1 for 5.
They're going to get a lot of three-point shots up. They're going to take a lot of shots.
There you go. Star caliber point guard. He ought to be able to have his way. Gasol, and he's off to a big start.
It's Mr. Basketball, and he's found his starting role in Los Angeles. Pau Gasol.
And right there, Pau knocks that down.
During the playoffs, when Rose is getting a breather, won't they?
Yes, sir. He's earned it.
Good ball swing to the top for Gasol. And John Henson is called for the foul.
Trying to find Gasol again. But they do. Takes his time. The turnaround. But again,
he's had more.
Shot.
He's had more success against Wright than he has against.
In the Rondo deal. Pass inside. Butler gets it. Kicks it out to Gasol. Now Gasol knocks it down. Butler with his 6th assist.
Dances away from Reggie Jackson. Aaron to his left. Bounce to Pau. Firing and scoring.
Shooting fish in the barrel. And good job. Good recognition by Aaron Brooks.
Butler. Back to Pau. An 18-footer. And that's good. My goodness.
Gasol. Pau Gasol now has 13 points, 3 boards.
Bulls in front, 44 seconds to go. First half.
This is 2 for 1, too. They're slowing it down. There you go.
Gasol. Count it.
Just understanding the situation. It's been such an important position for this team in recent years. Pau Gasol knocks it down. His 2nd field goal.
Mark Davis, Fitzgerald, and James Williams as the Bulls control. And here is Gasol from the angle.
Gasol having a career year here. 19 points, 12 rebounds.
Right. Drop down to Gasol. Pau. Jab step, jumper. Good.
Vucevic just kind of slapped his hands like, what else could I do?
Together, but they're 12 and 3. And so the most important thing, like you said, help for Derrick Rose, it's help for the entire team. When they get healthy, they have a chance to make up some ground. As Gasol hit from the top of the key.
And they're scoring.
Jimmy Butler 0 for 6, the leading scorer. And a guy who's played as well as anybody in the NBA, both sides of the floor, as Gasol knocks that one down.
Gasol, and then skip back to the other side to Butler. Gasol. Yes, sir. Why not?
I'll tell you what, nothing John Henson can do.
Wizards 1 of 5. Chicago gets 2 more.
Pau against Mayumbo and knocks away. Got it back. Turned into the lane hard and scored.
And well, the difference between Al Jefferson and Biyombo will come out and play him from 18 to 20 feet, but Pau will be able to take him inside.
Let's open the floor up a little bit as Gasol comes with a high screen. Now wheeling, falling, firing, scoring.
Put him in the spin cycle. Laundry done.
Taj. Butler ahead to Dunleavy. Crank back to Pau. Fires again. Good again.
Pau. That's a layup.
Tonight. Westbrook put up the big one again, huh?
We have 54.
He did in a losing effort to Indiana. Gasol knocks down the jump shot.
70 shots he took?
Over 40. 43.
Post by Gasol, but the jumper is good. Gasol, double-double, working his magic, 11 points, 11 boards. There's a steal by Tony, kind of laying in the weeds there, and then Gasol made him pay. Good play by Tony Snell.
Well, now it's about defense, Neil.
A terrific defensive team. Well, Tom Thibodeau will be the first one to tell you they've been up and down a little bit defensively. Yet a lot of that has to do with injuries. Gasol.
Work our way to the final minute of this first half. Chicago by 2. Gasol says, let me get this one.
Productive with some of those paint points.
Gasol from 15, good.
Pau Gasol, 34 years old in his 14th year from Barcelona, Spain.
This is Butler. And out to Gasol. With the sweet touch from outside and a game-high 23.
New game. 90-88. Dunleavy. Pau Gasol out of the corner. Why not?
Oh, there he is. That's what you got him here for, to make shots in the fourth quarter.
Missed that call, but in favor of the Bulls. Wide open. Pau. Pau. Gasol. Jumper. Splash.
I'll tell you what, when he faces...
After cutting the margin to 1, LA is on an 8-0 run, and here comes Rose and 5.5 to go.
We're going to find out if the Lakers can come out and execute offensively. Pau Gasol knocks down the long-range jump shot.
These coaches don't have a clue either. What? I'm saying Jimmy Butler deserves to be an all-star.
You said he's not an all-star.
No, he is an all-star.
Absolutely, he's an all-star.
Gasol. He is near some pretty significant numbers, averaging...
Put yourself in a tough situation, especially against a good point guard like Teague.
Big guy not rolling, just standing there, and there's Pau. Answers right back. Pau and 20-footer.
That was a nice setup by Mike Dunleavy.
Butler trying to post Williams. Here's Gasol, looking athletic as he spins into the jumper. And Pau Gasol has 17 points, 14.
Gasol, right place, right time for his 17th point.
Rose circling behind his back to Taj. And now to Pau, fall away 15-footer. Why not Pau Gasol?
Hey, that's why they got him, Neil.
24 in the game.
At least they're bringing him off the bench. But he's about 6'8". He can shoot the basketball.
Here's Pau from outside.
And that's a guy who can shoot the basketball as well.
7 feet.
In the first. Gasol over Thompson.
Space for your team.
Joe was just trying to navigate around him on that possession as Gasol buries the 16-footer.
4 at rush hour. Derrick Rose rifles the ball to Gasol. Boy, what a first half for Pau Gasol. Double-double already.
Aaron Brooks directs traffic. Dunleavy looking inside. Instead, sends it wide of the lane. To Joakim Noah, topside. Gasol fires and fills it.
Kimball Walker played 36 minutes.
And that's all day there for Pau, because Al Jefferson does not want to come out to that 15 to 18-foot range, and Pau should have a field day.
Brooks drive, weaves into the lane. Gasol, an 18-footer, and that's good.
And he's been knocking down that shot on a regular basis.
Have struggled at home.
I'll tell you, they can feed Pau Gasol all night, because Bargnani's not going to be able to guard him.
Barnacki and Zielinski, the officials as assigned by the NBA for tonight's contest. Gasol, he pours one in, averaging 34 in the first 2 meetings between these two teams.
Has point guard skills, actually, and an outstanding person. 13 years in the NBA. Gasol, ball swing to a 7-footer who just knocks it down.
Now who is in the starting lineup tonight. Kirkpatrick coming off the bench. Butler moving to the 2 where he's more effective at the defensive end. Gasol. He's 4 of 5. He has 10 points.
Don't want to play in a half-court game against this Chicago Bulls defense when it's set and prepared. Joakim Noah's out there talking up a storm.
Well, the Bulls have done a good job on him tonight. He's only got 8 points. You don't want to get him going.
Gasol around the rim and good.
Living right. Pau Gasol. A lot of people question, should he be on the All-Star team because his team's not winning? I tell you what, he should be on the All-Star team. He should have been on the All-Star team last year, to be honest with you. Detroit, he's been able to, really flourish here.
Gasol open again and good again.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah, absolutely. 14.
Stout throws it up to the rim. Bass cuffs it.
10 points in 13 minutes for Bass off the bench. Gasol checks back in, immediately hits a jumper.
This again, very, very solid.
All trying to gallop in. He fires one from outside and scores. Well,
get the ball into Gasol, who's guarded by Gortat. Now across the middle, reach in, score the field goal, and he'll go to the line.
I think fatigue may have defended that shot.
Yes. Gasol steps up and fires and fills it up, but it's a 15-point Piston lead.
He really takes it personal when these guys come in here to, get a little bit of a reputation.
There's Pau Gasol from outside, and you have Hayward with the big contract.
The rebounding for the Pistons here now.
Gasol from the wing. He hits it.
Oh, boy.
Gasol has 11 in the third, 21 on the night.
Here's Brooks skipping his way into the paint, and Gasol left alone.
They drive you. They have guys who can work off the dribble. You think it's
6 for 6, Stacy, in the game.
Everything is in the paint.
Here's Gasol.
I'll tell you what, if you're not going to guard him, he's making him pay.
He's 9
below the hash mark. Bounces off a defender. Gasol fires. That's good. Pau Gasol.
Derek. Dunleavy. Gasol. And that's
fish in a barrel.
A nice pass from Dunleavy.
Gasol with the turn and gun. He has been the man for the Chicago offense by Mozgov. 2 feet in the paint, deep. Terrific offense.
Gasol, that's good. Pau Gasol.
3-point line. Got to start respecting him now as a shooter.
Gasol wide open. And it's like a free throw.
He's got it straight away. Rose on the wing. They double it with Faves on the baseline. Kick out. Dunleavy, 6 to shoot. Gasol launches and softly rainbow rebound.
Aaron Brooks gives it up to Noah. Top side to Pau Gasol. Fires, fills it up.
I knew he was going to shoot it, George. Why? Because he finally got a touch.
Handsy all game. And you know that Noah is an irritant anyway.
And Gasol wide open. And that was because of Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
That time.
We always talk about how underrated Gerald Henderson is. Very similar to Aaron Aflalo in Portland.
There's
I told you, that's all night long. They're going to have to make a switch.
If you're a point guard.
But if you're a great shooter, should it matter, Mark? No, I would think, particularly if you're kicking your legs out on a regular basis. Gasol is able to knock it down. You know, there was a game.
Yeah, and this guy's he's 7 feet long with long arms. I mean, that was the play. He was off balance. David West did all he could because he's undersized to Gasol.
Wear out, not want to play defense for the entire clock. Gasol is going to have to beat the clock. Inside, score. Pau Gasol, last 6.5 years with the Lakers where he won 2 NBA titles.
Danny Grunfeld and his people don't believe in analytics. The fact that they shoot so many mid-range shots.
Well, they're one of the few teams in the NBA. Here's Pau Gasol doing the same thing. They're one of the few teams in the NBA that plays 2 bigs.
Rose. Ross Jennings. Now Gasol into the lane. Little jumper on the back of the rim and good.
That's what we call living light. Pau Gasol.
Attacking that offensive glass. Gasol on a fade. What a start for Pau Gasol. He is 4 for 6, 8 points.
This is a very winnable game for New York. They're hanging around here. Charles, we saw this in Cleveland, second game of the year, and they hung around in LeBron's. You've got to move them and move the ball. If you don't, you're not going to get yourself in a position where you can make shots. They switched that last play, and the Pacers didn't react to it.
Gasol back to Rose. Rose to the baseline to Gasol. He fires, and that's good.
I tell you now, this, especially the high pick and rolls with Horford and Millsap.
Wizards went on a 10-0 run. They've led by double figures much of the game.
Gasol, the high arcing jump shot. Or set shot.
Yeah, well, it's been a quiet night there. You know.
Really cannot guard him. If he can put it on the floor against him, he can get anything he wants.
Gasol in single coverage turns and hits.
He is a long 7-footer.
Some of the times, you look at his early career, he flopped a lot. He got away with it, but now he's starting to, really starting to play.
Oh, man. Pau Gasol says, you know what?
They get good effort execution on each offensive possession.
Chicago 114-107 win over Philadelphia on Saturday night. Rose kick out. Gasol knocks it down.
Gasol, nice play. And Derrick Rose right now racking up the assist.
Down by 13. Patrick Patterson has come in for Toronto. He's an excellent player off the bench. Gasol shoots over him and connects.
Look at that. Chalmers on. You got to post him. That's right. There it is right there. Chalmers trying to front, then look for the lob. Gasol with the long two. First year here with Chicago.
The fourth leading scorer in the league. Gasol. And he wanted to pass it, but nobody really came to arrive and get him in time. So he took it anyway, and it's up to 18.
Macklemore, I'm not sure he called back. Rose. The Butler to Gasol, 17-footer.
See, if you're not going to guard him.
Trying to take Evan Turner in, left it short. Jimmy with his own rebound. Back out, the jumper is good.
That's got to be defense now, man.
Jerseys around Dragic. Still found a way to finish.
Gasol hits. So Pau Gasol has had quite a first quarter. 10 points, 7 rebounds.
Had a 4-game winning streak. They went 9-5 to start, and every team they played, or just about every team they played, Gasol. It's on automatic.
You gotta just shake your head if you're the Kings, because
Pau Gasol. Boy, he is shooting it straight in this game. 8 for 11.
Move to Jimmy Butler. There's Butler with a tough catch outside to Pau, and he's knocked down 2 straight.
this might be a big game for Pau Gasol.
Defensive rebounding. They've only given up 4 offensive rebounds. This Bulls team comes in 3rd best in the league, over 12 a game.
Can't what they're doing. Exactly. You don't want to slow the pace down. Do what you've been doing, executing and getting the right plays, making the right basketball plays like that.
There's Gasol.
That's the right basketball play.
Brooks. They look to Gasol. 12 now for Pau Gasol.
Late in the game, I expect him to drive at Roy Hibbert to get Pau that side.
Get out and run.
Pau Gasol. Gasol. The repost, the spin, the fadeaway.
That's a nice move right there by Pau Gasol.
Brandon Knight with the big shot late in the game to seal it. Gasol.
That great ability, like most foreign-born bigs.
Totally and completely bottled up.
Snell to Gasol. Gasol connects. First field goal for Pau Gasol.
Brooks.
They got 3-point shooters. They can get back in it with their shooters.
Gasol, mid-range, good. And a 20-second timeout taken by the Pacers. 2:28 to play, and now Roy Hibbert will come on.
Gasol fires and scores.
And that easily could have been a foul on Zach Randolph. He put his hands on.
Down the shot. I know it's still a 16-point game, but that's just prototypically what you have to do.
Yeah, because the Bulls defense did not have a chance to get settled, and this is a different Pau Gasol than we saw back in November.
You're going to see, too, without having Joakim in mind of the ball and passing. You see Pau Gasol again, 18-foot jump shot. Jefferson does not want to come out. You jump on him early.
He rose. Now Pau. Jimmy Butler. Pau's open from 16.
That's a tough matchup for Mozgov.
So
Gasol, one-on-one with Lopez, 10 to shoot. Book it.
What a terrific understanding of the patience.
Shot them, but I think that was created because of all the shots he had inside the paint.
Gasol for two.
Too easy. Got to get a hand up in the face.
Chicago to get out in transition, yet they're only down 11.
Second three by LeBron. Open shot for Gasol. Pau had the hot hand early. Now has 16 points along with 7 rebounds.
Well, you get these guys in the half court. They are very tough defensively. Great size. Gasol, good. Pau now in double figures with 10.
Bounce to Joe. Oh, he's got Taj, or rather Pau wide open.
Oh, it's one of those nights. The basket is as big as Lake Michigan.
28.
Andrew Wiggins who kept that possession alive. Good stumped that time by Wiggins on the rotation.
Gasol to the bank. Watching on 6, along with those in Canada watching on Rogers Sportsnet. So Gasol buries that from outside.
I'll tell you what, he's been playing at a high level.
Gasol a 20-footer.
That's been his offense all night long, is that jump shot. He's 7 to 10.
Some nice little drop-offs. Magic just haven't been able to convert them.
Gasol from the free throw line. Boy, he's having a terrific night.
Personal foul, so he should be able to go right at him. You don't want to pick up 4.
I think Ty Corbin's just going to ride with him. The way they,
let me step back and kiss myself. Pau Gasol.
Winding down. Well, it's been a rough offensive first quarter for both teams. Pau Gasol, though, now with 12 points. He's got 12 of their 15. The only other bucket was from Noah.
To opposing Andre Drummond. Because when Andre gets it, his teammates aren't moving, George. It's Andre against 1 or 2 Bulls, and the Bulls feel like they'll live with that.
Pau Gasol. Snell, they give him ground. Pau. Shakes to his left.
And one.
Foul.
And one. Pau with the leave to roll a small guard like John Wall into the post at 6'10".
Gasol. That's right on the money, and they just have not had an answer for Pau.
Has 3, Chicago has 4. 25-17. Gasol along 2. Pau Gasol. Butler on his way in. Gasol open at the top and hits it. Hornets need a timeout at the 4:34 mark.
Noah is fake and drive. Gasol from 16. That's almost automatic.
Heinrich baseline to Gasol. He's very good on that particular shot. The teams trading baskets.
They went 6 at 51 without a score. 51-37. Bulls lead it. Gasol from the lane. Nothing but the bottom. Wow. Got the pass.
Whoa, he's got better foot speed than anybody in the building, so you're not going to catch him if you do, and they're not going to stop that either.
Well, and that's the guy you got to ride right now.
15-12, the Bulls. Gasol,
shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, this is a time you got to play him with so many bodies out. You got to see what the kid can do.
Gasol just pokes one in, an easy one.
OKC right now, the Thunder on a 7-0 run. Brooks outside, Gasol, Cantor the close.
They'll started against John Wall and also Bradley Beal. You're talking about 2 great combination of guards, and they played them just as well as Pau Gasol knocks down that shot. 33 points for Brooks and Snell, 34 for Wall and Beal. They had